This is a big rich town. Yeah. I just come from the poet's pod. Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah, we into it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So, Power, Book 2, Ghosts, Season 2. Season 2 is coming back. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wasn't here for it. Okay? I had a hard time dealing with the whole Tariq of it all. Okay?
That and Ghost.
Well, yeah, Miss Ghost. But it's like,
I miss Tommy, but I was still here for it.
But it's like, it's like, I miss my Uncle Charles. It's just, it gives me bone thugs. So all I'm saying is that we're getting into Power. We're about to review this, and we're about to get
the season premiere.
Yes, and we're about to get real shady. So let's get into it.
So, in the scene, Tariq wakes up, and his sister is screaming for help. Yes.
Oh, well, let's preface. So we see that he checks his phone, his burner phone.
Mm-hmm.
He puts the batteries back in his burner phone. He's checking to see if he has any messages from his mom, because we all know Tasha is now in witness protection. So, he just wants to hear from his mother and just make sure she's okay. At this point, he's really feeling the issue of it all. And he also deletes a text message that he received from Jabari. And we all know that it went down last season with Jabari. And he put a cap in that ass. So, therefore, he's dealing with the feelings of guilt with that. A lot like his father. You see the correlation. I'm seeing it, Mike. I'm seeing it. So yes. So that's where we are. Apparently, poor baby Yaz is living with grandmama, big mama, and big mama like to drink.
She's seeming like, what the hell is the point of you? I mean, what do you do, ma'am? You got this poor baby in the kitchen trying to cook you some breakfast. You ain't even teach her. She about to burn the house down. At this point, it's like, what are you good for? And really, I don't want to see her in this light, because anytime, okay, put that away, because I'm about to say something tonight.
Okay.
I don't want to see her in this light, because anytime I see her, I always think of Love and Basketball. And in Love and Basketball, she was like this great mom, this great wife, and she got fucked over. So of course she's gonna pull at your heartstrings. But right now, she pissing me off. You're supposed to be a grandma. Put the bottle down, get up and make your baby some breakfast.
Hear me out. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second.
Here we go.
Play devil's advocate. Mom, daughter's in witness protection. I've lost my daughter. I've lost my granddaughter, Raina. My grandson is, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's clearly into some shit. I've lost my son-in-law, and I'm now stuck here with the youngest grandbaby. And although I love her, I'm going through a lot of shit myself, processing everything that I've lost my daughter. I've lost my da-da-da-da. So hear me out. I'm just saying, if grandmama want to have a drink or two because she's dealing with some, I ain't mad at you, grandmama, but you can't ignore Yaz.
Listen to me. Not that it's okay, but that's part of Black Girl Magic. We pick up the pieces and we move the fuck on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So your grandbaby is there. You're supposed to be taking care of her. Pick up the goddamn pieces and do what you're supposed to do.
Oh. Well, there you go, Black Girl Magic. Just flickering everywhere.
Mary. Okay.
Yes.
Doing your thing.
Mary is back. dancery, we got the funk up in the dun. I don't know the words. Dun the dancery.
You still bobbing now, huh? All right, so in this scene, Mary hears a noise, and she gets a flashback of when she shot Rico. So I'm assuming that means she thought, like, his peoples might be after her, and that's who might have broken into the house. So she got her gun out, she's sneaking through the house, like,
she didn't want some James Bond shit,
right? Like, she told her daughter, look, if I ain't back in 5 minutes,
lock the door, jump out the window, you know what it is.
Come to find out, it is her son Drew.
As we see, he didn't die.
He didn't die, but he got a little attitude, because
he involved in his gangster shit, and this is not even what he wanted.
Apparently she got him shot. So, I guess he dropped the glass. He was there to get a cup of water or whatever, and he just giving his mom attitude and shit. But I mean, I got shot because he like my mama, but nigga. But
I'm over here taking bullets for you. I know you, my mom.
Right? Like,
when I ain't signed up for this. When I signed up for the child contract, it was take bullets from mama. There was no check.
You know what's crazy though? I mean, I it's gonna sound fucked up, but I kind of like how hard she is a little bit, because ain't none of that shit faze her. He's talking his shit. He got his attitude, but she walked away. It ain't even phasing her. She was like,
but you still got your life. You still here though. And where you come home to.
So.
That part.
So, in this scene, we have Slime. Apparently, he is being tested. His loyalty is being tested. Because they don't really know this nigga. So, some dudes pop out, ready to fuck them up.
From the guap, because it was with one of the guap or the GTG boys, I thought, right? Okay.
They got their guns out, and he snatched the gun up. He beat their ass.
He really did.
And shot.
It was on some Bruce Lee shit.
And shot the dude. Like, of course he got their trust now. I don't know if I still trust him because,
he might be a narc.
The fact that his name is Slime
doesn't prove to be well.
I mean, right? You sound like it.
You a slimy
nigga. Like,
but Kane wants to be down with him. He's like, oh, you knew my father, and that's how he was testing him. He was like, I heard his name, whatever. There's kind of some respect in the game, but they still don't really know each other. But Kane is trying to be down with him because he know he ain't good with his mother right now. And he can't move, and he don't know how to do anything else. And he wants to be his own boss. This is what we're saying. Kane wants to be his own boss and get up under his mother and prove that he can run shit himself.
It's giving me Raising Kanan.
Woo!
But, like, I mean, like, just, he's older.
Yeah.
And I mean, more experienced, but.
It's giving Raising.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go a little different storyline. So we see this dirty motherfucker say.
Oh, damn.
Should I shame myself, goddamn?
Jesus Christ.
Can I tell you, if it ain't one character that I don't like, you see one person not get none, not get, like, just the whole. It's sex. Sex. You probably do need a blow-up doll. What is going on with you? Maybe you're not getting in there. That's why you spend so much time into the James St. Patrick, and it's just disgusting to me. I hate white men like sex. I hate them. They have nothing better to do.
Shade. I need a whole palm tree.
I'm sorry.
This little leaf ain't working.
He has nothing better to do, guys. We see that Sax and Davis. Mm-hmm. I had to think. I want to call him Meth so bad. And y'all will see why by the end of the episode. But I want to call him Meth so bad. And so yeah, you see them. He has joined his private practice, and he's trying to get him, dressed and suited and booted, and like you need to appear. You cannot appear to look like just the attorney general boo boo like you look. That's why you ain't no pussy. So yeah, he was like, you need to, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. Like he's trying to just help Sax, and in the process, we see him get a call from Tariq. And Tariq is like, I'm trying to find my mother. And he's like, well, Tariq, that's not really the way witness protection works, sir.
And he's like, oh, I'll make it worth your while. Because, all this nigga talk is money. That's it. Money.
So Davis is like, well, I see what I can do. And he looks at Sax and he's like, we'll charge this man every minute he thinks of his
second.
Every second
that we think about it.
We charge him. Because they know he got the money. They know what he's doing. It just goes to show the corrupt world and how it works, right? I still don't like Sax. I'm sorry. I don't have anything positive to say about Sax. Would you like to say anything?
I think you said it all. I think you said a mouthful. I mean,
so there we have it. There's Sax and Davis, and I love to see Davis and all his goodness. But Sax. And then I did ask Nels, I said, what is going on? Because I realized that he was over here trying to kick it to the old wardrobe assistant or whatever, or stylist. And I was like, but my dude, like, what happened to old girl from the law firm? Like,
remember, she left him because he was corrupt. And she found out how...
Oh, he wasn't shit.
And she found out how Tariq was making his money and, Davis didn't care and she didn't want to have no parts of that. But also, on top of that, I mean, Davis has a whole family.
I was going to say, isn't he married?
He has a whole family. So, I mean, it was like, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. He got a family. Your character is flawed by a lot. So, I mean... Davis. I just said all that negative shit. You like, how he can ring your bell? I said he got a family. His character's fucked up. And you said he can ring your bell.
I already told you why I view him as. Anyway.
I have no words.
All right. So me and Chanel were just having a debate. So I'm going to pop this screenshot up on the...
It was a debate because she was referring to Tommy.
So I was saying that I don't realize if y'all noticed, but they're setting us up for the new age. It's almost like a story or history repeating itself. This is the new age Ghost and Tommy right now. I don't know if y'all remember from last season when Kane kidnapped them and left them on the corner, and he loved that shit. He was like, yes, bro, yes, this is my shit. Like, it gave me Tommy vibes. I was like, oh my God.
That's not Tommy vibes. And Tommy was always crazier than Ghost. Tommy was...
But he's crazier. He's like
No, I mean crazier as in, like, he was the one doing everything. Like, Tommy was the one doing everything.
I don't know, y'all. It's giving me very, like, we're about to see them grow into the new... This is just me. We'll see.
Definitely just her.
This is... Watch what I tell you. Drop in the comments. Let us know what you think. What do you guys think? But I think this is the new age.
Braden's cool. I like Braden, but he's no Tommy at all.
No, he's not as ruthless yet. He ain't had to kill nobody.
Yes, I feel like Tommy. First of all, they don't even come from the same type of lifestyle. Okay, Tommy has always been that way. You don't get ruthless. Okay, you don't come from a lifestyle like this and get ruthless like Tommy.
Check and get it right.
Tommy has always been ruthless. They come from two totally different worlds, Latrice. Do you know who Tommy's mama is? Do you know how
okay.
Do you know how Tommy was raised? Who his daddy was? Not Braden, who was a rich little...
Hear me out. And the reason why I feel this way is because I felt like last season, even the whole Riley... they were introducing as like the newest Holly. We can't wait to get rid of that bitch.
Did you really compare her to Holly?
Yes. She is the newest Holly. And that's what I was thinking about. And I was like, oh, they're repeating the storyline. She's the new Holly.
I think you're reaching.
We'll see, guys.
I think you're reaching.
But so we see Lauren and Tariq, and they are in class, and old girls looking for Jabari, trying to figure out where he at so they can start this class. And she starts without him, and they're talking about free will. We see light skinned Keisha.
Congratulations to light skinned Keisha. So I've never seen her in anything else. She may have been in something else, I don't know, but I think she does a great job in this show, and especially if this is her first role, like I think it is. I think she does a great job.
She does. I love how she be arguing with the classes.
Call me sis again.
Right? Call me sis again. Like this is a connection.
But she really liked that in real life. I seen her in Love and Hip Hop. Okay, she really liked that.
But yeah, no. So we see that she's still here. The vibes are still flowing, but they talk about free will and being a good person. And do you have the free will to make the best decisions, basically, whether they be right or wrong? And Tariq says he doesn't believe it's predetermined, that everyone is given a choice. And one of his classmates says, like, I don't believe it's a choice. I believe that, it's destiny. If you're a good person, then everything will end up good, and it's all destiny. And, basically, like I said, Tariq believes it's free will because we know he just off the limit. Just because he had to go. He had to go. He no longer served a purpose. So yeah, Tariq, I don't know. You out here just killing me. Giving me very Ghost, but you're not Ghost. You're not Omari Hardwick.
Oh, he's Ghost. But Brayden, he's not Ghost, but Brayden is.
Which you are not going to argue with me. He's not. Brayden is more Tommy.
That's bullshit.
They grow to be.
That's bullshit.
See that the Tate brothers are still in effect. The Tates. I love that they let them keep the last name too. I'm sorry. I have the biggest crush on Lorenz Tate. I do. My man has the hardest time with it. I do. He can't even watch Power with me. This is why I'm doing reviews on it, because I gotta watch it by myself.
I like Ashanti video, Lorenz.
No, I'm Darius Love Hall. Tate. Love Jones.
He was so little. I liked him in Ashanti's video. And Ashanti's video.
Okay, so we're done with the Lorenz Tate.
Okay,
we're done with the Lorenz
Tate.
We're all the Tates. So they basically are sitting down, and he's like, bro, you're a bum. And I've never seen my heart like this. And I was like, what is going on? I mean, I've seen a couple roles in like Frankie Lyman or whatever, but it was like, you look like a bum.
I love Waterproof.
Like, it was literally like sweatpants season. Like, what are you doing?
So we have governor?
No, he's running for congressman.
Sweeney. Oh, he's running for congressman.
Or is a congressman. We don't.
Sweeney, which is Brayden's uncle. This is the one she thinks is like Tommy.
And we see Brayden get a car.
A gift. What was it? Was it a Benz? Was it a Benz? I think it was a Benz.
And she goes to say that, oh, so he's supposed to be like Tommy.
You know.
So when we talk about, I hate to divert, but when we talk about emotional connections and people off their emotional situation, I think Tommy may have got you.
Got me what?
The same way you talk shit to me about Walter and about how I feel sympathy for his situation right now. That's what you're giving with Tommy. You feel sympathy for Tommy because he's been through so much as a character and his mom and da-da-da-da. And so therefore...
No. That, you know what? I'm going to be real honest with you. It has nothing to do with that, because I don't sympathize with no grown-ass man that didn't get over his little baby mama and daddy issues. Absolutely not. I like Tommy because he's fucking crazy. And he's fucking sexy. And I know when he was fucking with Keisha, he looked like he fucked.
Oh God. Okay. Next up. Okay, so we're back to Tariq.
Tommy's.
Edit that out. So we are back to Tariq and Congressman Sweeney. And they are sitting here popping, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and he's basically trying to give him the business, like, "Well, how did you get into the school? How did you get into?" And he's like, "Well, actually,
like, yeah, we have like basically like free
programs to help people that are less fortunate to get it." And he's like, "No, my dad's trust got me in here. I came for money. Don't get it twisted. You're not going to disrespect me."
And apparently, Sweeney met his father.
Yeah.
Once he said who his father was,
and then he tries to throw a little shade. And then Tariq humbly puts him in a place and lets him know. They go into a conversation about illegal and legal drugs. Mm-hmm. And obviously we know our boy does illegal and one does legal. So they're having a whole debate about it. And he's like, "So how many big pharma companies are you getting paid for?"
Yeah, Tariq lets him know basically that actually legal drugs are killing more people than illegal drugs. And really the only reason why these legal drugs are legal is because you have money to make them legal, is really what it is. But they're still basically the same shit and they're still killing people. So there's really no difference other than the fact that you were able to pay to make them legal.
And guys, can I say something? Hats off to 50 Cent and Courtney. What's her name? Courtney B. I don't remember her last name. But the girl that does the show. Thank you for putting some factual shit into this and like factual information into the shit and letting these people. Who the hell is this? Calling me at 5:46 in the morning, crack a dawn and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eyes.
Like, who's paging me?
I'm just saying, yo.
And why?
Who is this? We don't know. I believe his name is like Officer Written or something. He come out the blue. He come out the woodwork. He's like, "Surprise, I'm here." And he's like, "Yeah, we found Ramirez's gun." And
I'm confused as to why I can't do it.
And they found Jabari's body, and they're like, "Oh," and so the shit of it all is coming out, y'all. And so, yeah, no, but we don't even know who he is, but we're learning, like, we found Jabari, so that's good. We need to find his body, so his parents can bury him. I think that's appropriate, but I don't know, gangster lifestyle power. I don't know how that works. So I don't know how that works,
oh my God.
So yeah, we see him, and then he's like, "Yeah, let's keep it on the low, so we don't say anything. We're gonna keep it in the wrap, so the press doesn't know." And we'll see, but I have a feeling, we'll see, guys. I have a feeling Ramirez is going to catch the rap for killing Jabari. Let's take bets. Put it in a Cash App. I'm saying. I think Ramirez is going to end up taking the L for Jabari's joint because his gun was there. And Tariq's smart, and he moves smart, and even though Kane was the one that killed him, I feel like, unless Kane was just stupid, which he can be because he's reckless, but I feel like they move a little bit smarter than that they'll be able to finagle themselves out of it. It's just been proven.
That was a good guess.
I tried. No street sense about anything. Like,
okay,
she was raised. She clearly was raised.
Street sense and book sense is two different things.
Well, she was raised very privileged, clearly, and I feel that way.
I feel the way about Brayden. That made him Tommy. I'm
just saying. And yeah, no, I just think
maybe we can call her Tasha. She's like Tasha.
No, she's nothing like that.
Oh, she's nothing like Tasha, but Brayden is like Tommy.
But she's not moving weight through the weave shop. If she was, maybe.
Neither is Brayden. Brayden want to sell fucking
on the corner.
Bags on the goddamn corner. That is not Tommy.
I'm just like,
I'm a stick beside him.
anyway. So yeah, basically he's trying to like, well, you can help me figure out and help me solve this murder. And she's like, well, I don't know who would do this, but they figure out like maybe it's the GTG gang or like what it maybe is tied to the dead guy in the pool, and we need to figure it out. And I'm sure she's probably thinking it's Monet, because Monet has confronted her and said, you better leave my motherfucking nephew alone. But all I'll say is that I'm not really featuring her. I don't know what it is about her. She just gives me stupid. Like she just gives me real stupid, like street stupid. Like she wouldn't survive like on a real like. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. And but we'll see what happens to her.
Put some shade on you.
I feel like she gonna go down for a murder because she's not even street smart. I will say the one thing that she did that was smart, she said, talk to my lawyer. I'm done. But just the fact that he brought you there to identify the body, it almost feels like, why would he call you? Yeah, he knows you work at the school. Like it gave too much.
Well,
like,
he said that,
but you were supposed to be on a date with
lines.
this. You were supposed to be on a date with this man. You thinking it's about to be? He played the shit out of her.
I just
out of her.
His fucking face, like.
You wasted my time, 2021. We're not doing this, and we're not wasting my. I was saying wasting my time, 2016, 2018. We're not wasting time, 2021. We don't do that.
But we don't come outside for nothing. After the pandemic, we don't come outside for just nothing, okay? You got me outside. I'm outside, and you got me identifying a body on a date.
And she got on her cute little glittery coat, like. She was out here for a whole day, and you got her out here at the morgue. That was not cute. That was not cute. And yeah, girl, you need your dating choices. I just don't know.
Don't do that, because he played her.
She's fucking a 19-year-old. Her dating choices are fucked. Yeah. Get your life.
To
Brayden
and Tyreek are outside of their campus, and there seems to be this mass text that's going around, or some type of news feed, and words out that the Professor Jabari is dead. He's dead. He's been murdered. The news gets to. I don't want to call her Mary. I just want to call her Mary.
Monet.
It's close enough. Monet, Mary. I just want to call her Mary, okay? The news gets to Mary, and it makes her feel some type of way. She's like, talking to her kids, like, did y'all know about this? Like, because, she kind of likes to be on top of everything. And
she does. Hear me out. And so let's just talk about this. Why can't Mary's kids do anything? Why do Mary's kids have to be her servants and be a part of this game? And why can't they do anything as children? Do we ever think about that? About the kids?
Well, they're not children.
No, anymore. That's what I'm saying. And she could still, they grown as hell, and she still be like, I'm taking your phone.
I don't know. I ain't part of the drug game.
So I will say that I was watching, I'm a crazy, if you guys don't know, I'm letting you know, I'm crazy about murder mystery. I am a ID discovery nut, okay? And one thing I will tell you is I was watching a documentary the other day on Griselda Blanco, and they were interviewing her son. And he was talking about how he could not play outside with his friends. He could not. She was so scared because of the heat.
Yeah, they're in danger.
That was coming to her that he couldn't live a regular. He had to be homeschooled. He didn't get to go to school.
That's because
he didn't get to be around
they
people.
Will literally, because instead of killing you,
they'll kill your kids.
They'll kill the closest thing.
And we know, we lived in Miami. We know.
That, yeah. I mean, So that's why, and it sucks that the choices that your parents make is it affects
sucks.
you.
It affects you. Yeah.
But she has decided that their new job is to basically promote their nephew, her nephew. They just want to get him. They want to get him playing ball. Yeah, basically.
And all take jobs and kind of manage his career. And that's the game plan to get out the game. So you see, it's almost like the girl version of Ghost. How do we get away from the drug game? How do I get out of this?
Now there's a reference I can
appreciate.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I can agree with that one. I can agree with that girl version of Ghost. I can agree with
that. Because she's trying to get out the game. But then you always have a Tasha. Tell her Tasha is going to be king. Her Tasha is going to be her king because she loves her son. And Tasha is going to be, he's going to be the Tasha because he doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know how to do anything else. So while you move forward and leave this life, her husband and her son are going to be her Tasha. Think about it, guys. Think about it.
I'll give her that one.
I'm just saying, drop it down in the comments.
So before this scene here, I want to talk about Lauren and Tariq. They were in the room, and she felt that he was kind of unbothered by his professor's death. And Tariq, boo, quick on your toes.
When you talk about deflection,
quick on your toes. He said, boy, I lost my
twin sister,
my father, my mother is in WICSEC. Like, he's like, I don't have any more energy to give to my professor.
Nothing.
And of course, she ate it up.
Icebox where my heart used to be, and then icebox where my heart used to be. I'm just saying.
Oh, so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. So, of course, she ate it up. I mean, it makes perfect sense. You went through all this heartache and pain, and now you're numb, is basically what he was explaining to her. So, on your toes, sir. Good thinking.
I was
like,
yes, Tariq.
I've gained so much more respect for Tariq.
I'm going to admit, even though I don't like it, I've gained a little respect for him.
I like how they pulled away from the original Power, and they kind of made you respect Tariq a little bit more, because I know Tariq was hated. He was hated, but
I was that person.
See, I can separate a character from the real person, but not.
No, I can separate him from the real person. Like, I'm not gonna throw a drink in his face if I see
him. Some people can't.
No, but I just said, like, I just didn't want to watch the series anymore, knowing that he killed his dad. It just seemed so messed up. Like,
but you can separate the character from the real
person.
Moving on. Moving on. So, after Lauren felt sorry and bad for him, they almost shared a kiss. And then he gets a call from Kane. And Kane wants to meet up with him and talk about the dirty deed they just did. And how the gun was found and that the professor was also found dead. Tariq basically tells him, look, if you just shut the fuck up.
Ramirez's name is all over it.
He's the one that they're going to be looking at for it.
Ain't nobody going to be looking at us. He's moving like his father. He's
basically like, trust me, I'm smart. I did this properly. And
what they say, ghosts are never real. I'm just saying. He's moving like his father. It's like a spiritual thing. It's like his father's moving through him. It's amazing. I'm just saying. So before this scene that I'm prefacing, because of course I want to show the Tate brothers again. But no, we see basically Monet confront who was she? Oh, Zeke. And she was basically like, oh yeah, you fucking teacher bitch. and you need to get over that shit, and you need to go pro. Like, you need to go into the draft this year. And he's like, well, I didn't really think I wanted to do that. And she's like, I don't care what you thought. This is what I'm telling you that you're going to do. That sums up that conversation. It wasn't really the need for a screenshot. So we get to the Tate brothers, and, you know, old boy has went and knocked on homeboy's door, and he says he feels like he can get Sweeney's seat. And so he asks his brother to log into the police system, and he wants to get any dirt that he can possibly get on Sweeney to help his campaign and help his career get back on track. And I love Tate. That's my favorite. Always on the run, hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. That's what, yeah. It's just, I love it. So Tarika's in this little love triangle that I see.
Continuing from last season.
He got him Miss Lauren and Miss Diana. And I like Miss Diana. I like Lauren too, but it's just a different vibe. Diana gives me more.
I like the drug dealer mama.
I am upset with you.
What I do?
I am just.
That's the question.
It's not about the mother.
Okay, well, you like that she's in that lifestyle?
No, I like that. She just seems like she really genuinely, like, I don't know. Lauren seems like she cares about him, but it's like she cares about, like, and as she should, she has standards, like, but
you just think that she's been through heartbreak or she's gone through shit. Let's not get twisted. I like Diana more too.
Why are we even going through this?
Because I know my reasons are different.
Oh, and what are your reasons?
I just told you.
Anyway, so we see, you know, him and Diana have a moment, and basically Monet sits him down. She's like, what's going on? I heard this professor was killed at the campus. It's a lot of heat. What's up? Like, what you doing? And basically Tyreek is like, but no, you know, like, don't worry about that. I got this under control. And even Diana's questioning him, and he's like, no, I got this. And now this is where you effed up, Tyreek.
He said, yeah, it's a tragedy. He acted like he didn't know nothing about it. He heard of it. But, and that's his professor, but he ain't had nothing to do with it. And he's like, you know, it's sad that it happened.
All right, y'all. So Monet looks him dead in his face, and she's like, don't you lie to me.
Like, you know what happens when you
lie to me. And he's like, I had nothing to do with that man's murder. And I said, Lord Jesus, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is the it, y'all. We about to see a season pop. You lied to her first episode. You've been lying, but you know you've been able to gracefully move or finagle. And I wouldn't even say lying. You just weren't telling the whole truths. But now you're completely lying. And the effed up part about it is I feel like Monet would have tried to protect him. I think that. I truly do. I think she would have tried to protect him. If he would have told her.
I think so too, but I think she also would have felt like he was like a risk. You know, you're putting our business
at risk because you're just out here killing people.
And also he wouldn't have been able to re-up. So,
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, we see this moment where Monet, they're chilling and, you know, Di and basically Tariq are having a little close moment. And they talking, and here come Mama Bear walking in. Oh, I need you in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, again, I've said this. Why can't these kids have lives?
Why do they have lives with that?
She does not have a life, period.
You're talking about, no. She's not a little kid anymore. You're talking about going to play outside on the swings and then the slide. And no. She's far past that. Now she is feeling herself, smelling herself, and feeling boys. Okay, we totally different times.
Y'all can tell.
And I'm not saying that she
y'all
shouldn't.
can tell who has the daughters in this room, and who is like, just let them live. Let them live.
I'm not saying that she shouldn't because she's older, but I mean, you don't want your daughter messing with a drug dealer.
Okay. Facts. If you want to go to that, that's why I just wanted you to say. If you just
and
want
somebody that work for you, business and pleasure. No, we ain't doing
just say that. Just say that. But to say like Tariq's not a handsome man, that like, oh, a young woman wouldn't be attracted to him or want to spend time with him.
Yeah, somebody who wants a drug dealer. And I'm sure she wants better for her daughter.
I don't think she'll let her daughter talk to anybody, being honest.
I think she would try and give him a chance, but
no, I don't think she would let her daughter talk to anybody if it wasn't for a benefit for them. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, like I'll let you talk to somebody if it was a benefit to our organization. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like an arranged marriage, and she doesn't want to be a part of it. Like she wants to be herself, and Monet is on some shit like I think she already has plans for her. Like, oh, you're gonna marry into this, or you're gonna do this, and da da da, or this is the right person because of this family, like because of how she moves, and it's all good for the business. Just slimy.
We got Kane and Slime,
and apparently he got old boy from the guap tied up.
Basically letting Kane do whatever he wants with him, and he tells him, just know
this is how I judge you. Like
this is gonna show me exactly who you are. So Kane says, basically, I don't need him handed over on a silver platter. Cuts the rope tied around his arms and legs. Tells him, get your bitch ass up. We about to fight. Whoops his ass and then breaks his neck.
Just,
Bobby!
Because y'all know he played Bobby on the...
Oh my God! Yo, Kane's character in this is like
ruthless.
So in this scene, it goes back to basically what Treese was talking about, how I mean, they didn't really have a childhood, but she treats them like children. Drew was basically stating that
this bitch was right. Drew
was basically stating that, you know, Monet wants to get them out the game and has a plan for them to do so, but she really never gave no option. She didn't ask their opinion, and
it's giving ghost.
Basically, she told them like what they're doing, like this is the plan, and he ain't really fucking with it. So, you got anything you want to add?
No, he doesn't want to be nobody bitch, and he was like, "I'm not about to be my cousin's like do boy while we sit like and ride off him. That's what we're not doing." And I kind of completely appreciate because this whole level of form of thinking that she's establishing for a young man who has his own decision is disgusting.
I would be a little bit worried about all his like broken family.
I don't know.
They riding on a lot.
They're riding on a lot. Set all the way up. Almost got shot by Sweeney. Mm-hmm. And I partly feel like, and I was trying not to give y'all the it, but I partly feel like it's because of what he said to him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm gonna check your little black ass. I'm gonna put a bullet patch on it. Like, I don't think that he meant to hit him, but he definitely gave him a warning shot. Like, stop coming for me. Stop coming for me.
Stop telling me the truth.
Stop telling me the truth, basically. And that was really crazy. So that was interesting. And yeah, and we see basically, you know, Braden's dad feels bad or pretends to feel bad. And it's like, oh yeah, you can get the kill shot. And Braden does it because Tyreek goes into all these memories of, you know, having to do the kill shot with his father, with Jabari, with everybody else. It's catching up to you. All right, so we see Kane come back by his mama house, and we all know that like Monet is not
fucking with
with
him.
him. And so she's like, he's like, oh, Mom, I got a new connect. Please let me in. And it was such a short scene. It wasn't even a need for a screenshot. But basically, it was just like, no, I'm not here for you.
She just walked away from the door.
Yeah. But then it ends with.
Well, no. With that scene, we also noticed that Slime was
watching the situation
outside of the house, watching what was going on. So he seems to be very suspicious and doesn't trust Kane.
As he should.
But, okay, now go.
So we see Tariq, and he, of course, gets the burner phone, wants to put the battery in it, and he's hoping to hear something from his mom, and he sees an unknown call, so he answers. And as we see, our boy answers the phone, the detective, we still don't know his name, but the shady detective that was supposed to be going on a date and took you to the morgue. But he calls him and he's like, hey, and Tariq immediately hangs up the phone. But yeah, they were able to ping the phone and see that it was coming from Stansfield. Tariq, amateur mistake.
And I feel like they knew.
My boo always says, you get the dipping. You get the dipping. You don't look back. You don't make phone calls. You may write a letter at most, but you get the dipping. You gotta let it go. You get the dipping. You don't call back home. It's unfortunate, but you don't want your family involved. That you get the dipping and you don't look back. And I hate to say it, your mom had to get the dipping. So what that means is that she can't look back. She got kids. Yes, she love y'all, but she has to protect her life, her well-being. And yeah, just to have a conversation with you about your sister, that's not gonna work. Unless she can go in protection with you. And maybe that's what he's trying to do. I don't know. But yeah, that's how we see the episode end. And so basically they know what's going on in Sandsfield, and yeah, the investigation just got a lot more inclusive. So we shall see. Thank you guys for tuning in to our review of Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2. We thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you will join us next week, and we'll see what happens to Mr. Tariq and Braden, Loki, Tommy, even though we don't want to admit that. But
because it's not true.
But we are here for it. Thank you guys. Make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe. And hit the little notification bell so you know that when we're coming through. We appreciate the love and the support. And we will see you next week. Toodles and the doodles. Happy Thanksgiving.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!